How's it, guys? Welcome to another edition of the NFT show.
We're back. How's it going,
Well,
Emma?
you back.
I'm back.
You
Yeah.
back. I never
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, exactly. You've been here the whole time. I had a nice little
Morning.
day off.
Good for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. Big time. I
So
missed
do
you, but I
you.
was happy for you. Next week. Next week,
Next week is
Wednesday.
your yeah.
I'm handing the keys to you.
I get the
And
keys to
don't
the Lambo.
don't scratch my car, eh? So nice to have Morland back. We're going to be doing a very cool show tonight. We're looking at projects that have already minted, and are, it's not a hype new mint, but that we believe have good medium to long term potential, and good to have on your radar. We're specifically focusing on ones that are priced at half an ether or lower. We did do a previous episode where we dealt with projects under 0.2 that you could get into. Now we're doing 0.5. So if you're looking in a smaller budget, those projects still count, and go back to that video. You can see it here. But tonight we're focusing on around the half an ETH range. So I'm going to jump straight into Wolf Game. And I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking that's not half an ETH. And you and you are right. This is 5 Ethereum. And let's just have a brief look at Wolfgame to begin with. There are sub collections in the Wolfgame ecosystem. 5.6.
Look at
They're
that.
selling high.
Yeah. Wow.
One sale at 11 ETH. Must have been a wolf.
Yeah.
So
there it is. Yeah, it was. It was a wolf.
Yeah, and a rare wolf at that. But always a very bullish sign in general when things sell outside of it. But this is weird because this is 10 days ago. So they've migrated it over. Let's just go to the migrated version. But basically, if you want to get into the Wolf game system, but you don't really want to play and you don't want to spend this ETH, this goes as high as about 2 Ethereum. A really good play and a sort of short-term flip that I've personally been doing is with the farmer, Wolfgame Farmer. Now, anyone that I've spoken to that plays this game, and we must remember Wolfgame was the first of its type to do this, so it's always going to have that historical value. And even if you don't intend playing, if you wanted to do a flip on this, if you buy in at 1 ETH and it does go there and then sell at 1.4 consistently, you'll be able to do that once or twice every single week and make a good return on your investment. If that's a bit too much, the most important next thing in this infrastructure is the farmer. So you get the wool and you get a whole lot of other things. The guys who play this game, and there are guys who are so into this game, you have no idea. The guys who play this game tell me they need a farmer. No matter what, they'll pay anything for a farmer. They need it in order to advance in the game. So what I've been doing is I've been buying these at 0.5 or 0.55. I won't go higher than 0.55. And then I've been listing it for 0.75. It's currently at the top. The reason it falls into our episode today is I usually pick them up at 0.5 or between there. But it goes up and down almost constantly. And there's your opportunity to pick it up, and there's your opportunity to sell. There was your opportunity to pick one up, and there was your opportunity there again and again, again and again, again and again. And it consistently does this. So, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is very risky as far as you might buy in 0.55 and it might go down to 0.3. I don't know. But from what I've been doing, it's worked 3 times, and each time I've netted about 0.2 or 0.15 to 0.2 after all gas and commission and everything. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention. You can do the exact same thing with the actual wolf or sheep. I bought a sheep at 1 and I sold it at 1.45. And I mean, if we just want to go in here, I'll actually show you guys, just to show you my play properly. If we filter by wolf game, wolf game farmer. Now that is called a hardy dog. It's a bird that we have It's a bird we have in South Africa that everyone hates because they wake everyone up all the time. They make the biggest noise. So if you look here, these are all my trades on farmers, guys.
Wow,
In the
just
very beginning,
consistently.
I picked one up at 0.23 and I sold it at 0.74. So that was the beginning when I got this alpha that when that guy said everyone needs a farmer. In hindsight, I should have bought 10 of them, but obviously I didn't know whether it was good alpha or not, which I now do know. I just want to only go to sales to make this list less. So I picked it up at 0.235, sold it at 7.2. Picked one up at 0.5 on the dot, sold it at 0.68. Picked one up at 0.5. The reason I sold it this time at 0.579, so it didn't made maybe 0.03 on it, was because I noticed that the wolf migrated were going very down. And I started to worry. There was a bit of FUD with an influencer in the project. I started to get worried, and I thought, no, I don't want to have the sheep as well as the farmer. I'm over invested in a project that I'm not interested in, and that is now having a bit of FUD. And I decided to sell. It. But yeah, it was at this point when it went below my 2 ETH, where I'd only ever seen it. It started going 1.95, 1.9. I thought, no, this is, and I sold my farmer because it's going to follow in the footsteps of the main project. I sold my farmer for a tiny gain just to get out of it. But lo and behold, it actually did what it's always been doing. And that is it went back, as you saw, it went back to 0.7. Yeah, so you never really know, but just a good play, and you can thank me after for that.
Really interesting strategy. When you think flipping, people just think mint, sell for a profit, on to the next one. But perfect example, you can just flip the same NFT back and forth if it's a quality project that just sort of goes through those dips and
rises, so if you see
right?
A chart like this, right, if
it's
you
like,
take a ruler, it's almost a straight line, the highs and the lows. Okay, there's a bit of a change, but there's constant dips and troughs. Like, where do you see that? If you see that, that's a great opportunity for flipping in any project.
It's like trading coins or stock. People try and buy the dip and sell when it's high, right? So very, very similar strategy. Awesome. All right. Gray Boys is another really cool project that we've got on our radar for today. And these guys not only have a really, really great concept and idea, but they're also delivering on everything that they're promising. So we'll get into that in a minute. But just to go over their OpenSea stats, here's the actual collection. Cool cartoon aliens. I think they're really unique and they've got some cool traits. So yeah, artwork is okay. It's nothing spectacular, but I think it's cool. Something I would hold for sure. Activity wise, you can just see this massive spike they had on January 1st. And they've slowly been trending down from there. But definitely probably going to be finding a little bit of support because of what they've got going on. I don't know fully what happened here at this spike. It was probably a major announcement of some kind. And now they're just working on what they've announced. So people are getting out, getting in, it's trending down. But as soon as they deliver on what's coming, I really do think this is going to trend back up. So let's actually get into what it is that they do. So the 10,000 NFTs equal your membership pass into the Mothership Dao. And what exactly is a Mothership Dao? We've talked about DAOs before, decentralized autonomous organization. So you get to make decisions within the community. But what is this mothership thing? So when you're part of their DAO, you actually have access to the mothership, which is a collection of blue chip NFTs that you can actually claim part ownership of. So it's not only are you saying you get to own you own a blue chip NFT, but you also get to take advantage of all the perks that are part of that. I don't exactly know how they've been able to do this, but it's a proxy ownership, and the perks and utilities of all the NFTs in the DAO collection translate to any holder of a gray boy. So that's really cool, right? Like if you're priced out of, say, a cool cat or whatever, or a Bored Ape, I don't know exactly what they have in their wallet, but it gives you an opportunity to get involved and actually get the perks of that ownership. So like it says here, each gray boy yields equal proxy ownership of all NFTs the DAO acquires. Ownership is proxied through a hybrid watch-only wallet and guarded signatory service. So protected, the assets are protected. Minted at 0.07. So when we're looking at the current price, it's done well for itself. But I do think with what they have coming, it's going to just continue to rise. So if we jump over into their Discord and take a look at their announcements page, they've actually purchased land within NFT Worlds, the metaverse that we actually brought you a little while ago. We could link that video as well here. So NFT Worlds, they've bought a huge chunk of land and actually developed their land quite a bit, and built their mothership and built a playable game experience. So currently, right now, all you can do is go in and explore, but they are bringing in different games and activities and a full adventure type game to this metaverse world. They also have their own token that you play to earn. So just a ton of stuff coming for them, and this was all announced within the last few days, right? When was this? This was yesterday. That the Mothership server is still under construction, but they're giving updates, right? So that's cool.
The big thing here, and the reason that I aped into this project, Grey Boys, and the reason I thought we should cover it in the show, is because the founders of NFT Worlds are the founders of Grey Boys, so they are the same founders. So we always saying invest in the team, and that was that type of play for us, was we investing in the team. So. And that's also why, if you go onto NFT World's Discord, they making a big noise about the Grey Boys NFT World as well. So you've got them working, on both projects at the same time, which is incredible, because they were obviously a very bright set of founders with what they've done with NFT Worlds, for sure.
I forget where I saw it, but it's somewhere in the announcements. They said that Grey Worlds chunk of NFT land that they've developed is one of the first playable worlds in NFT Worlds. So that's exciting to be establishing a foothold in what I think is going to be one of the premier NFT or premier metaverses. It's really exciting.
And I have no doubt that they worked. So the guys who created NFT Worlds have created this world.
Yeah,
that's why it's so incredible.
Exactly. So they know all the ins and outs of how NFT World was built, so they can build an epic metaverse world for Grey Boys. And one other thing that I saw on their website, and they've alluded to here, it's in their roadmap, is science lab experiments. So I don't fully know what that is, but within the mothership, you'll be able to perform experiments on your NFTs that you hold and NFTs that are in the DAO. So I'm not exactly sure what all that means, but just a really cool mechanic to be thinking outside of the box, maybe similar to what CryptoBats did with the byte, and it mutates your NFT. I'm not exactly sure, but lots of big things coming, and definitely delivering on what they are promising.
For sure. And their reputation is at stake, and they've got a lot to lose in NFT Worlds. They've got a very successful NFT Worlds project, and that is why it pumped when it did, because that was when NFT World started pumping. And the guys who knew it's the same founders knew that this meant that there was a great future for Grey Boys. And again, NFT Worlds is 4 Ethereum, 3.5 Ethereum. Grey Boys is 0.3, 0.4. So a great entry point to have the same team as NFT Worlds working on Grey Boys.
Really good point, actually.
Yeah.
Really good point.
Speaking of notable people in projects, the next project we bring to you is Stapleverse. This is Jeff Staples' project. If you don't know who he is the founder of Staple in New York, which is a very famous streetwear brand, and has the pigeon as its logo. He founded that in 1997. He's also the creator and the host of Hate Beast's popular podcast, and he is one of the most prominent teachers at Skillshare. He's a frequent moderator, lecturer, keynote speaker at industry panels and conferences. He's spoken at a VFriend conference, at the RTFKT, which is the Clone X Nike conference. He also expands his positive social contingent worldwide. And he's been doing this for decades. So, when you're talking about investing in people, this is a good person, in my opinion, to invest in. Obviously, do your own research, and it's not financial advice, but a very prominent businessman who's also very prominent in the NFT space. Now, I told you all of that before I showed you the artwork for a reason, okay? Because,
I know it's coming. Some seeds and cigarette butts.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. This is what you're getting for your half a ETH, which is about $1,500 or just under that. You're getting a tea bag. If you're lucky, you might even get a cigarette butt, a donut. So we always say, you've got to identify with the art, but if you really identify with the founder, the art is irrelevant. It's really just your ticket into the club. It's almost like if you're going to a concert for someone you love, it's literally the stub. You don't have to love the stub. The stub is buying you entrance into that concert of the person you trust, love, whatever. And that's the same here. So it's a very interesting project. It actually took quite a while to sell out, like 2-3 weeks. They did a very weird whitelist drop that they kept open over days, and you had to register on their website, but it was easy to get. But you had to put your email address, and I tried to do it. I never got the email. Must have been like spam bot or whatever. I don't know on my side, but I never got the email. But yeah, a really interesting project, and there's a lot to come. So even here, they've updated this. It never used to say phase 1 of 3. It was just Stapleverse Feed Clan. But we always knew more was coming. And I just want to read this to you. The Feed Clan is the first NFT released in Chapter 1. This has also changed of Stapleverse, Empire Staple Pigeon. 20 varieties of feed make up a total collection of 10,000 that can be tossed, aka burned forever, and try and obtain either the Hood Pigeon Squad NFT or the Poop Gang NFT. I'll go for the pigeon one instead of the poop one personally. But again, a bit of game theory going on here. So are you going to burn yours or hold it? Also, the people who burn it is going to make this deflationary. So the supply is going to go down. You have a look here. You've got over, exactly 53% ownership, which is a nice distribution, especially for a project that is only 3 weeks or so old. This is a really nice looking chart. Even after the volume's been tapering off, the sales per day, the price has stayed pretty consistent. This actually looks to me like a great flip opportunity. Buy in at 0.42, what it is now, sell at 0.6. Buy at 0.42, sell at 7. Now you have to buy at 0.52, sell at 0.89. So yeah, this looks like a great flip play to me also, but a very interesting project. You can also, for me, this is a picture of Jeff. Whenever I see someone with a Wikipedia page, it means they're notable. I actually try to get a Wikipedia page for my company, my promotional products company, which has been around for 20 years and supplies some of the biggest companies in the world. And I couldn't get it. It's very, very difficult to get your own page, even for your company, let alone for a person. He's got both. he's got a page for himself as well as a page for his company. So a very notable guy, but anyone who lives in the New York region or even the States will know about it. They did a collaboration with Nike in 2005, which is probably how he got to the RTFKT conference. And whatever, this is a connected guy and he's investing in this. They had an AMA the other night. He came on himself. So it's not like he's got his people running it. I'm sure he's got a lot of people in there to help him, but he's got his finger on the pulse. And then if we jump over to their website, you can see here, that's what you're fighting for, your pigeon. Again, not the greatest artwork. You look at VFriends, also not the greatest artwork, and that's a very great project. So it doesn't really matter on that side. Pigeons are sold out. Now the stage 2 is it's going to reveal the feed. Now, if you just jump into the Discord, stage 2 of this is happening. So it's been here after the toss. There will be 2 more collections, and they're going to be called Poop Gang and Pigeon Squad, which we said. Your feed NFT is your ticket into phase 2, where you can toss and burn your feed for pigeon or poop. The rarity of the feed affect the result. Rarity of the feed does not affect the result. For example, subway tokens do not offer you a better chance of catching what you want over, say, sunflower seeds. Okay, perks and utility. So if you could toss your feed and take a shot of it becoming a hood or a poop, why would you want to keep your feed safe and stay in the OG feed clan? So here are some bullet points. So again, you can jump in the Discord and read it. I'm not going to go through all of it. Basically, we're entering the next stage of this project, which is, are you going to burn your original NFT to get either the pigeon or the poop? That's a decision in and of itself, and there are risks and benefits to both of them. Often the people that don't burn them, even though the collection initially dips a bit, it tends going up because you've got less people and they become more valuable. However, this is one personally that I want to be involved in the game theory mechanics of it, and I want to get to stage 3, which is why it's quite clever. So in order to get to stage 3, I'm going to need to get to stage 2, right? So I am going to do it, and it's just very, very interesting. He's also released, similar to Ozzy Osbourne's Bats, he's released Treasure Hunt. So he said somewhere in this thing that in all the NFTs is a location hidden in it, and if you go to that location, there's definitely things going on here, right? Now, unfortunately, I don't have the time to play these games. I'm also based in South Africa, so I'm not jumping on a plane anytime soon to go to New York. So I'm a bit limited from that perspective, but I'm definitely going to be doing the burning of my token. See what I get. If I get to choose, I'll choose a pigeon. Maybe that's what he wants, because poop sounds terrible, but it might end up being the best one.
There might be something else behind that. Who knows?
Yeah. Exactly. It's probably that, because if you think, what is the shittest name I can call something? Okay, let's call it shit, right? No one will choose it, but the 5% that choose it are going to get a diamond or whatever. So who knows? But that's exactly what's going on. You've got game theory happening. I'll give it a bit more thought. I might just end up with poop.
Who knows?
I finally, like, why are you complaining? We called it poop,
Exactly. Yeah, we told you what you're getting. Yeah. I finally understand the art, though, and why they're calling it feed, because pigeons eat whatever. They eat garbage. They pick up bagels. They'll literally eat cigarette butts. I finally get it. I understand now. It makes sense to me. But it does look like a really cool project for sure.
It's a cool project, an opportunity to flip, even if you don't want to get involved in it. And also, I believe, an opportunity for a long-term future. I was going to say hold, but you're going to end up burning it anyway.
Yeah.
But in the project and in the ecosystem that he's building.
Awesome. All right. Let's talk about Dusk Breakers. This one is really cool. And they took a very unique approach from the beginning. So to earn a whitelist spot on this, or to even earn a chance to mint, you had to play their game. So play to mint event. So really cool, unique idea. They already had a game developed. So that just speaks to the team and speaks to the the future of this project. If you're coming into a mint and you already have the game built, that's how you're getting the chance to mint. Like that's pretty exciting to me. So they held this event to build hype, to get you excited about the game, get you excited about the NFT, and to earn your spot to mint. And actually, they had such great success with that they've brought that back. People wanted to continue to play that game, so they brought it back. The big break event, right off the bat, I just like how their website is laid out as well, giving you the breakdowns of everything and what's happened and what is happening and how far along they are in each one. That just to me is a great team looking out for their community and trying to be as transparent as possible. So the big break event, they talk about devs giveth, devs taketh away. So you love the P2 play to mint. They wanted to bring it back. So they listened to their community and they brought back that game. And then we're moving on to this Beast Battler event. This is what's coming up right now for these guys. And I'll get into it a little bit more, but this is another NFT blockchain game that they're creating to be part of their whole ecosystem. So let's take a look at the art. Really interesting avatars, well done. And then this is your ticket into the playable game and everything else that they offer in their ecosystem. So I personally like them. I think they're cool. And looking at the floor price, 0.22, not too bad. And activity wise, they are one of those ones that have just been sort of going up and down. In early days, had high volume, and now sort of leveling off with the volume, but still decently high price sales. Like it hasn't dipped greatly. You know, we have
It's gonna go up very quickly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. This project, the founder is one of the co-founders of Twitch, is the founder of this project, and they are having a Twitch stream in the next couple of days, like the next 2 or 3 days. Let's just go back to your screen. What is the floor price at the moment?
The floor price right now is 0.22.
Wow. I might buy another one. There's a common, I'm being serious, there's a common theme going on in today's show. It's the founders that we're looking at in the project more than anything else. And this guy has got such a following, and is going to be announcing something big. So even if it's just for, when is the date of that?
I think today at 8 p.m. right here. They have their
guys,
AMA.
Let me. I'm gonna buy. You want to watch me buy one?
Let's do it. Let's do a live buy.
Yeah, guys seem to like that. All right. Well, this is set up for the show. Let's just open here. I do own one already. I would be interested to see what I bought it at first, but the things happening today, he owns Twitch. He's doing a stream on Twitch. And I do think that he wouldn't do that unless he has big news. So let's see. Here's my guy. Okay, so I bought it about a week ago when I heard about the stream happening. Let's definitely buy one more for sure. Peeps, what is gas looking like? Gas is decent. And honestly, I'm not looking at anything here. It doesn't matter to me. I'm literally buying to flip. If there is a good rarity, well, that's great. 55%. That's 226. Yeah, so let's take him. Perfect. Buy now. I don't know why people love it when you buy online, but they do. And
get some hype.
I like watching it as well. The quiet before the storm, in my opinion. Always check this number, people. Always check that number. It can be changed in between you clicking on buy now and before you see that screen. All right. So, yeah, that's the reason that I was so bullish on this project.
If we just go back to what they're actually providing and dropping, like this happened a couple days ago, January 27th, they launched their Beast Battler mini game. So another mini game within their whole ecosystem. And basically people have 10 weeks to play, and you can earn prizes, NFTs, lots of fun stuff. But yeah, it's just, they have a YouTube link here where you can kind of check out how it works. But if like the founders are part of Twitch, right? They are inserted in the gaming community. They know what people want to see. They know how people like to play games. And even from a viewer perspective, right? Like me as a consumer watching a streamer, they would know what works in terms of the Twitch metas and what games get the most views. So really, to have that backing behind the project, and just to see what's being delivered as well behind the scenes, yeah, goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
And it's not financial advice. It really isn't. I mean,
No.
you know, in the end of the day, this project's not going to zero at 0.22, with an announcement coming out in a few hours' time. I think it's a good one. But if it doesn't go up from the announcement, I'm very happy just to hold it, because I do believe in the team in long term, and I do believe in the project long term. Again, keeping with the same theme, we've got another sleeper project by a notable founders, right? And again, I mean, you know, Morland and I have learned so much through the last few weeks, the last couple of months in the space, but the last few weeks of researching projects. And something that we've picked up is, if you can identify really notable founders and follow their walkthrough, you're in a good space. Because if a guy's delivered 5 successful projects in the past and they're still successful and he's still involved, he will deliver another successful one. And we've got the same thing here. We've got Starcats NFT, 0.388 is the current price. Volume traded is very low at 386 Ethereum. Nice owner count at about 55%. They've been, the reason I say low is because they've been around for a long time in the NFT space. You know, this space ages you. I'm actually 12 years old, but I've been in NFTs for 6 months or 8 months or whatever it is. So they launched in November, and you can see a complete and utter flatline, which we have seen so often with some other projects in the last couple of weeks that have literally been on floor for months and then all of a sudden pumped. But the founder of this, just to stop stringing you guys along, is the guys who started Alien Friends, as well as many other projects. So let's just start here. So you look, here's their official Twitter page, small following, 5,300. Just to jump to Discord, 3,890. So a very small project. And the reason we're interested in this is when you click on who it's created by, it takes you to this page. And when it takes you here, he is the creator and the artist of Alien Friends. And if you follow it further, all of them are done by Metaseed Labs. And if you look here, they also did recently the cowboy ones and another 2. So listen, these in no way, except for Alien Friends, which so far has really surprised a lot of people with its amazing performance. They don't have hugely notable projects, but they also don't have any failed projects. Okay, and they're very involved in the space. And that's what we like to see. So they are building Web3 products. They're innovators in the space. They've got Letters, Alien Friends, Open Rarity, Gunslingers. Here you see Evan Futterman, the development, and Siad. And then you can just have a look at the different news on the different projects. And if you go to all posts, you'll actually see quite far down, if it loads for me, an article. They've taken it off, which is not very bullish. Article on Starcats, right? But I'm not saying ape into this project at all. I'm saying keep it on your radar. I do think it's more of a longer term play, in my opinion. And I do think that it is higher risk than the other ones because the founders are not as notable or as developed in the space. Their projects are all recent projects, but they definitely movers and shakers in the space. And really all it takes is for them to get an interest and to say in the Alien Friends Discord, hey guys, collaboration with Star Cats, or something like that. And they will do that because it's in their best interest. In my opinion, they will do that. I don't have any alpha on it. And do cross collabs between their projects. That's the benefit of having various projects. Then these are going to go higher. This is quite a high entry point at the moment. It's almost, and there was 0.45, right? And now we're 0.38. It's almost the highest it has ever been. If we look here, that's point. I think my advice, not financial advice, if you could get in at 0.2, and it goes there, if you could get in at 0.2, I would hold this long term. At this price, I wouldn't, but just know that you only want to be doing that if you've got the 0.2 to spare long term, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that 0.2 could be used to mint other projects at 0.08, like Zipsy's was 0.08. And I'm not saying you'll get that sort of return on every project, but often a project will 2, 3, 4x after mint, and you could sell. So you could, while that 0.2 is sitting in StarCats or 0.3 or whatever, you could be flipping and building it up, right? However, if you're sitting with 10 ETH and you want to spend on something and you want to spread yourself out instead of just buying a cool cat or whatever, and I'm not saying which one you should do, this is a great one to buy, even at this price. If you're looking for a flip, I would wait for it to be about 0.2, and I'm sure they're going to do something with it. And I'm not the only person, because there's expectation here. And people are sort of waiting for something to be done. And there has been some expression that they will be doing something with this collection in the future.
Yeah, like you said, bet on the team. They've got successes behind them. I don't personally like the art on those. They look like
Did I even show you the art?
I could see it on the top banner. They look like
didn't even scroll. I was
they look like pigs to me. They look like 3D
they
pigs.
Are.
I thought they're cats. Aren't they cats?
No.
Cat. Why are they called star cats?
I don't know. They do look like pigs.
Or is that a mouth with fangs?
That looks like a nose, a pig's nose.
That's what I thought, but it goes in. It's a mouth.
Right. They're cats. They're cats that
look like they look like pigs to me. I don't know.
I don't know if you ever saw that thing about a year ago whether the dress is purple or black, and different people were seeing different things.
Yeah, blue and black or white and gold. That's what it was.
So this is it. You're either getting a cat or a pig. You're getting two NFTs in one.
Two in one, yeah. On that dress topic, I don't know how this happened, but I saw it both ways. I saw it black and blue, and then I went to show my girlfriend, and I was like, "What colors do you see?" And then I looked at it again, and it was white and gold. And then I looked at it again, and it switched black to black and blue. I don't know. It's crazy. Weird. Really weird. Anyways, let's get back to NFTs.
We digress.
Yeah, let's get back on topic. All right, Rebel Bots. Guys, if you want to get in on another project that has a solid backing and a solid team, this is the one. So we talked about this in another episode, just sort of alluding to it, and their big partnership with Ubisoft. So these guys have partnered with one of the biggest video game companies on the planet, in Ubisoft, to deliver their gaming experience and their play to earn experience. So let's just quickly dive into the OpenSea. You can take a look at the art. I like this stuff. I think it's really cool, unique, clean artwork. So yeah, like really unique style cartoon artwork. Floor price is currently 0.41. So under that half an Ethereum that we were looking at. And activity wise, you've seen quite a spike here. And this was to do with that Ubisoft announcement. So personally, I don't see this coming back down because of what they've been delivering. Of course, there's going to be corrections. There always are corrections, but I don't think you're going to get in at this level ever again. 0.066 was the floor price, or the average price here. So I don't see that happening ever again with the big time money that's backing it. So let's just take a look at their website. They're calling it the ultimate play to earn game. So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. Skill based play to earn game. So it's meant to be easy to pick up, but they say a lifetime to master. So you can be playing and learning this game forever, or that's their hope, that it's an ever-evolving game that's constantly challenging users. So players get to build fierce teams of fighting robots in their home base, defeat other teams in epic card battles, and earn crypto rewards. So you're getting paid for your time to play this. They have an adventure mode, so you can battle aliens and complete daily challenges to earn their they call it X oil. That's their crypto. So you earn that reward through daily challenges and adventuring through their world. And then they also have a multiplayer mode where you can play with your friends or play against your friends and battle each other with your robots. So you build your robots based off of different cards and collectibles. So you can see here, it's got different I wish I could zoom in, but you can see it's got different legs, a different head. That is how you build your robots and then battle them. And each robot has different traits. So you can see left arm, head, right arm. So you would build out your battle bot basically based off of different attributes and cards that you've collected within their ecosystem. So there's the 10,000 rebel bots that you own and gives you the right to play with and earn. And they're also introducing land plots in a metaverse. And again, the fighting bots we went over already. So you would have to buy those on OpenSea, or you would have to own a rebel bot to be able to get in on these battle bots. And then you can take a look at their roadmap. I'm not too concerned about it. They're definitely just delivering on everything. So this is their 2022 roadmap. They've got a public coin offering coming out like now. If we look at their Twitter, they announced that 7 hours ago. So holders are getting an initial drop to them. And then it's going to be available for public, I believe. So they have their coin dropping. They have their land sale that's coming. They have a cinematic game trailer, marketplace, guild management dashboard. So not sure what that is. No more managing your scholarships over instant message. Every guild will have its own dashboard for managing its players. Okay, so in the game ecosystem, you're actually going to have the ability to manage your guild and the scholarships. So scholarships are lending out your bots for other people to play the game. So if I personally don't want to play the game, I can lend out my robot to somebody else that wants to play, and we split the rewards. They launched their game in June, and then they're launching a DAO December 2023. So that's a bit of a ways away, but they do plan on having a DAO, which is exciting. You get to help make decisions within this whole ecosystem. And like I said earlier, they have a massive team behind them in Ubisoft. Overwolf is another big partner. And then just Makers Fund, just a ton of different venture capital backing them. So, guys, if you're looking for a solid long-term hold that you don't just have to hold onto your NFT and actually participate in the game to earn the rewards, you can loan your robot out and still earn rewards. This to me seems like a no-brainer. Play to earn is going nowhere. It's got a solid team backing it, and a really bright future with a very intricate roadmap. So one to keep your eye on. Like I said, I don't personally think it's going to get back down below like this mark. You might find it on a quick little dip, but this is one that I think is going to be a major player in the scene for years to come.
For sure. And for the record, we bought the news of Ubisoft to you a week before they bought the news of Ubisoft to you.
Yes.
Just for the record. So another one I want to talk about, the floor price is actually quite down as of late. So it is no longer, half an ETH or zero point 0.4, but that's not a problem. I am a long-term believer in this properties NFT, in this project. If you have a look here, floor price currently 0.11. I just want to jump into activity just to show you the price action. Launched the 10th of December. The high that it's seen is 0.4. 0.4. Currently on average sitting at 0.2. So the truth is this is actually a really good, in my opinion, a really good buy, whatever the floor one is there. But this is very interesting. We all know NFT Worlds, World Wide Web Land, and all these new ones that have come out recently that are looking promising. That Farm one that came out a few days ago, I think it's called Farmville, if I'm not mistaken, whatever. A property, metaverse, those type of NFTs are definitely seeing a very big focus at the moment, and it's not like a trend, in my opinion. I don't think this is one that, like the Asian inspired thing. Maybe the Asian won't either, because now we've got this whole market. But maybe like you have your PFP, now it's 3D. Right,
Yeah.
That's more like a trend, in my opinion, or it will just become normal that they're all 3D and it's not a big thing like it is now. Property's here to stay in some form or another. Now, that doesn't mean that any project that you see that says metaverse in it is like properties or NFT worlds. They are obviously not. Actually, a lot of those projects are buying worlds from NFT worlds and developing worlds on them. But properties over here is a legitimate metaverse play. And to be honest, it was even a buy, in my opinion, when I was looking at it last weekend. It was 0.25 or 0.3, and it was even a buy at that stage. So I'm happy we never did the show last week, because people would be upset with me. But this is a short-term dip, in my opinion, because they have got an absolute fortune coming. Now, I think a lot of people are not understanding what's happening here, and I think that's what you're seeing at the moment. People are seeing these cards straight away. Everyone thinks Monopoly. This is sort of that in a very small way, but this is the beginning of what you're going to have bigger in the metaverse. So you can buy yourself a beige house, you can buy yourself on different streets, and from that perspective, it's like Monopoly, but that's sort of where it ends. And then the next drop is going to be a bigger environment for that house or for that apartment block, and so on and so forth. They really have a lot of notable things coming, including the game side of things. So I just want to take you to the website to begin with. Sorry, we didn't even look here. User count still quite low. A lot of people who know what this project is bought a lot at Mint and are still holding because they haven't been able to 2x yet. They will get out as it goes higher, but this will come up over time. 1,600 ETH traded is not nothing in a couple of weeks. So if we have a look here, they've got premium partnerships with Land Vault, Exclusible, and Metamondo. Curated digital experiences, right? So they're going to have a world in Sandbox. Okay, I actually wouldn't be surprised if they also have a world in NFT Worlds. They're going to be doing something with games on that side. They're going to have events at their location in the Sandbox, and they're going to have, look how cool that store looks.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
They're going to have a shopping part in that metaverse, right? The team is very notable, and I advise you to look into them more. This is not a pre-drop. I'm not worried that there's going to be a rug. These guys are going to be delivering long-term, not financial advice, but that's my opinion, and I'm pretty confident about it. Twitter, 21,500 followers. But I want to show you their white paper, which they released near the end of December. And then I want to take you into their Discord and show you the latest on it, okay? It is quite a complicated project. So it's based on gamification, a collection of a collecting game that rewards holders for collecting specific areas, okay? So if you match your different, like the Bay Street, if you have multiple houses on Bay Street, which is also similar to a Monopoly type of thing, you'll be able to get a bricks token. Now, this is not a financial instrument. You can't change this for ETH. You can only use it within their ecosystem, and you can use it to get bricks that can then be used for the next stage, which will be to expand past that. So you ideally want to be collecting your bricks token in order to get physical bricks. Well, not actual physical bricks. Imagine if they delivered a brick to your house and then left. It's like, here we go. Here's your brick.
Here's your bricks.
Yeah. It's like that story. This guy was advertising, if you want to grow 10 centimeters, pay $200, and we guarantee that you'll instantly grow 10 centimeters. And everyone bought it as true. And they got a little stool, a 10 centimeter little stool to stand on.
Genius,
right?
genius.
Yeah. So if these guys deliver a brick to your house, it's actually not cheap to deliver a brick internationally. But anyway, I really do digress. A multi-metaverse experience, developing worlds that host communities, brands, and content creators. An exclusive social hub on the metaverse that people can access for all. We envision an ecosystem across multiple metaverses, across blockchains. That's what makes me think that they'll also be going NFT worlds. NFT distribution, okay, that's not really interesting. So this is what I wanted to show you here. I'll just make this full screen here. So these are the most common, these beige ones over here. And that was the one that we saw on the floor. And then it gets more and more rare, and you get more bricks tokens depending on what color you have. And within that, the more of that color that you have, the more your token will be. All right. So if you look here, again, what makes it rarer, there's more of the beige orange than there is of the blue and the red. And obviously the special objects are fetching very high floor prices. If we just go to activity sales, and I haven't checked this in a few days, but when I did check, there were a lot of outliers here, which is why your average price is 0.25 when the floor is 0.11, because people are buying the rarer properties in order. That's actually the one that I've got, the blue one. I just minted it, and I happened to get that one.
Nice.
When it revealed, it's sort of near the top-ish, right? But that guy got a good price, because if you look here, like literally the same hour, another one sold for the exact same thing for 0.33. I want to see if I could just see a special object, because they go for about 1.5 Ethereum. But either way, you've got this whole infrastructure of different properties. Now, what they show you as their initial utility is that there's going to be different drops of other NFTs and things like that, depending on the color street that you own. So once every month, a certain color street, a different color street to the month before, will get a drop to your wallet. Properties White House is with a single NFT. The doors to our White House open. So that's basically the whitelist opportunities. There've been a couple. It's not an alpha pass, but they are trying. They are working on a proper game. Future drop access. So when they have the next collection to build out the infrastructure, if you own these, you've got the bricks token and you can get it. Physical and digital merch. We spoke about the digital merch. There'll also be some physical merch, nothing amazing there. The bricks token is really exciting. The property VX is very exciting, because that will be one that you can just drop in your metaverse land. So if you own an NFT world, it's just a barren land at the moment when you buy it off OpenSea, unless you get one that's been developed. That thing's worth nothing. It's not worth nothing. You've got that to do something with it, but it's almost like when you buy a plot of land to build a house on it for your family. The plot of land without the house is not going to give you shelter. It's not going to be used for a purpose. That's the same thing here. So when they drop the properties VX, you'll be able to drop that into your NFT world. And straight away, you've got a skyscraper, or you've got a log cabin, or whatever. And that is very exciting, because to get an NFT builder to do that for you is not a cheap thing to do. VIP access and privileges, and the DAO will be coming out. And I just want to show you their latest announcement. I don't know if it's under announcements. Yeah, there it is. AMA announcements. So just in summary, no, it's not that. It's not that, guys. Here it is. So this was the 29th of January. Project update. Marketing. Our network's continuously growing. Partnership with projects on a similar scale that they've done. They're going to let us know soon. Finishing branding guide and marketing strategy. Okay, great. Release the new utility overview. So they're going to be adding utility to what I just showed you. The first special object of the utility is owners of Casablanca NFT will get exclusive access to whitelist from the whitelist house 24 hours before regular property holders. I wonder which one mine is, the blue one. Let's just have a look. Is that Casablanca? Damn. Okay. All right. The launching of Bricks is getting closer by the minute. We'll do our best to launch it in January. I actually asked on the Discord today. They've postponed it about a week while they're just finalizing some stuff, but it's almost there. They did actually say in this announcement it might have to be pushed to the first week of February. Metaverse, the number 2 official proper games, has been announced. Yeah, so there's going to be an NFT world as well for their game. And number 3 is the community. Now, I just want to show you their back end here when they launch Bricks. If you have from a similar street and you collect your collection of all 8 from that particular street, you'll earn more of your Bricks token. And then obviously the less rare the streets are, the less NFTs you need to collect it. But you earn a lot more, depending, like exponentially more, as you own more of the same street. And then it takes it a step further to say, no, I'm not giving you permission. It takes it a step further to say, if you then have completed other streets in the other colors, you'll earn even more. So very exciting. Guys are going to want to complete their street. Always nice to have the fact that if people are excited about the project and involved in the project, they need to buy NFTs in order to complete their street. I like that. It makes sure that you've got trading volume. And honestly, guys, and I have to say, not financial advice. At 0.11, I'm even thinking of buying another one quickly.
Are we going to do another live buy? Or what?
If it's still there, let's share my screen and let's just see if it's still there. If it's still there, honestly, guys, I mean, this is just an absolute steal. Really, it is.
One of the common themes. One of the common themes we've had. One of the common themes we've had today is that all of these projects have dedicated teams that are working and delivering on their promises. So, like you mentioned, that like you're not worried about this thing being some.
Do I get a tent? Sorry, I don't want them to disappear.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I get a tent or a mud hut? I'm not interested in either. Should I just play the 0.1 and get a nice freaking property here? That's more like it, guys. Come on.
That looks more comfortable.
It's got some cracks in it, but it's got aircon. And it's important.
Hot. It's important to have the AC.
Sorry, I'm in the wrong wallet for some reason. I don't want to be in that wallet. I don't know why it took me. Okay, sorry guys. Let's just go back here.
It's gonna be gone.
Properties. No, it's not even the lowest on the thing. Now they're at 0.1. It's not going to go anywhere. See, that's the problem. You start looking, well, maybe I should get an orange igloo. No, I'm happy with this guy. I want to be on floor. But again, I don't know. What do they say as a salesman? You shouldn't buy your own product.
Yeah, don't.
Here I am. Every project we review, it's like, oh my God, I've got to have that.
I got to get one more.
Gas is a bit high, but whatever. There we go. For the viewers, usually I would have actually waited on the gas side because gas looked a bit high there. But to show you a live buy, there it is. So, guys, that brings an end to our show, really. I think 6 or even 7 great projects, all at affordable ranges, all already been minted. You're not going to have the challenge of is the team rugging or anything like that. All delivering, all relatively notable teams, all fully doxed teams, great projects. If you don't have any of them, get them. My sale just went through. I now own a cracked house with water, with aircon, and a balcony, which is great. Nice to have Morland back today. What's happening tomorrow, Morland?
Freestyle Friday. Best day of the week.
Freestyle Friday. FFF.
Yes, TGIFFF.
Fucking Freestyle Friday. I can't wait. It's been a very long week. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow where I can let my hair down and you can't.
And I can, I can just let my
let your beard
down.
But I'm looking forward to it. If no one's joined us for Freestyle Fridays, there's no script there. We don't have to get through projects, nothing like that. We literally open up. You guys can talk, ask us questions. I saw there were 1 or 2 questions in the chat today. Please come back tomorrow. We'll look at whatever project you want. In the downtime when no one's asking, we'll just go on OpenSea and talk about what we know about what we're seeing. So really cool. My favorite days are Freestyle Fridays. No pressure. Just cool and fun. If you haven't already, please can you subscribe to this channel? We are constantly doing giveaways and things like that. And the amount of times that we've wanted to give someone who's commented but they're not subscribed, it's a problem. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification. And if you're not on our Discord, hand on heart, we've probably given away 40 whitelist spots in the last 2 weeks. Okay, for nothing. You don't have to pay to be there. We give alpha. There's channels for every single project that we've reviewed, constantly being updated, linked to those discords. Really a lot going on there, a lot of alpha. There's latest news, there's warnings for the latest scams, but lots and lots there. Please come in. Don't even have to say hello. Just enjoy your stay with us. We'd love to have you. And that's it from me, Mollins. Anything else, my brother?
No, you covered it all. Like Philip said, subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Peace, guys.
Cool, guys.